Hey there, and happy Monday. It is Monday, I believe. This week is, funny enough, it is the first full week of November, meaning next week I am flying back on Thursday, and I'm very excited to go back. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be great. And also the fact that like Thanksgiving break for me means I'm pretty much done. Yeah, so that's very crazy. Like I have quite a few final projects that I still have to like get together. That'll be due like first week of December slash like the end of November. But what I like to do so that I don't like last second rush everything when I get back, because when I get back I'm already like, okay, it's like the semester is over, like mentally I'm done. So I try to get all my projects done before I ever leave, and then that's the end. So making it through this week means that I'm just going to get as much as I can done. So basically when I'm gone I could actually feel like I'm in break mode. And then even when I am back for a bit after the fact, it'll be kind of just like last second stuff and handing things in, which is honestly the greatest way to go. I can do this because my classes are kind of like simple enough that I can. Also, they're not really like a ton of papers and tests and all that. It's more just like, you know, final projects and art and things like that, which is so cool and I love it. So yeah, a lot of fun. Yesterday I was on set. You probably saw quite a bit of that for last week's episode. But they actually did like a full out like beehive look for the hairstyle, which was so cool and awesome and like a kind of a mess to undo. It took a long time, but my hair is like super overly conditioned and coconut oiled and like all that good stuff, and I washed it again and yeah, it feels really good. Even though, yeah, I'm still a little bit still stuck on the sugar and the caffeine and the stress and all that is definitely affecting my natural health and well-being. I'm getting to a better place just mentally, which is good. And then I also think that I've been a little more cautious, drinking more water, drinking more tea, and just being more active too to like try and make up for it. And I kid you not, I'm starting to get back and feel a lot healthier, which is nice because I feel like this week is going to be like my detox week. But because all the productions are pretty much wrapped for the most part this semester, I don't have any more Roar meetings. We just have 2 more general meetings at 10 p.m, which means that I have several hours, but we've fallen back and it's already dark outside and now I'm just like, great. So I have quite a bit of things that I could be doing involving just editing. Actually, I need to upload and export a ton of stuff because I finally got exporting working, which is good because that means you can watch this video, you can watch other videos I've been posting. But yeah, having that out for a bit kind of sucked, and now all of my Premiere system has changed that over to the new updated version. Again, if you don't know what I'm talking about editing wise, I'm sorry, but I'm just like gonna mention it anyway to explain kind of like that side of the YouTube life. So yeah, great. And I use Premiere for everything, and I work on so many projects, especially throughout the semester, that I kind of need that to be working. So tomorrow I actually don't have a full class. I have a meeting with my professor to talk about my final project, which is going to be another cool directing scene in which I get to write the script this time, which yeah, that's fun because I mean we've just gone over a lot of different stuff about just like really getting emotions going, really kind of like just telling stories that have a lot of subtext, and I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna bring out some interesting scripts for this. But it's kind of weird because obviously like as a writer and knowing going into production for things like this, sometimes it can be really emotional, and I want to focus a little bit more on this dramatic side because I'm very drawn to more dramatic writing than I am comedy writing. Yeah, it's not easy because you have to go through those emotions to write them and then to really just like get to that point where you're happy with it, and then it's just kind of a wreck. So yeah, I'm a little bit emotional about my final project, to say the least. Like I have to be. That's a good side, it'll make it really good, but I'm also like, am I really writing about this? I don't know. So that's just like a fun thing. But yeah, I have that meeting tomorrow, which means I do have more time to work on stuff. I don't think anything's happening until the weekend in accordance to Thursday and Friday, so I'll probably just be working on more things and just staying inside and drinking tea and maybe going to the hot tub. And I have to listen to music a lot because I'm coming up with my final performance for choreography where it's a solo, at least 2 minutes long. I'm a little scared, but it'll be fun. I just have to find the right song and really go for it, but I have a few things in mind. So yeah, just that's like the overview. Also, I kind of want to just like quickly focus on something that I realized last night. It's not the biggest thing. It's very unrelated to everything I was just talking about, for the record. But yeah, I just recently had this great realization that, you know, naturally I've always been kind of indecisive, and that's the sad truth about me. It happens. Like, if you know me making decisions is usually just a wreck, because I get down to two, I go back and forth forever, and then I just never know. So I have gotten better at just like deciding for in the moment, does this feel right? And that's a good thing, right? Okay, yeah, cool. But then I decided to take it a step even further. I was thinking about just like different moments in my life where I was just like, you know, faced with decisions, and I just maybe made the right one, maybe made the wrong one. I don't know, just like turning points, little things that happened. And I've realized that in most of them, it's always been a case of before I hit the indecision, it's really just not knowing my direct answer. Like, I don't always know what I want. I don't always know like what my internal compass is saying, if that makes any sense. And it takes me a while to figure it out. Like, I eventually know and it's there, but I just can't always tap into that right away. So when someone asks me a question, I'm very, like, you know, I just tend to like not have a very direct answer. I like to look at the whole picture and then think about it and then come up with an answer. And I think that's where indecision steps in. But yeah, like obviously I've been trying to like, you know, avoid fear. That's been like a good one lately. I've realized fear has led a lot of my life, and I'm trying to like stop that from being the case anymore. And I don't know, I think just like adding in this extra step of realizing, wow, look at me like growing and stuff. I don't know, but I just thought it was interesting. I like to document weird things, and I was recently thinking about that, and I usually don't post about the random things I'm thinking about, but it seems to be following like a little pattern. Like I keep like having a thought, and then each week like that thought stems into another one, and it's just all these really good insights to like how I am as a person, which is nice. But yeah, I don't always have the answers or the opinions right off the bat. I don't always know what I want, and when that happens, it's frustrating to me because like internally deep down I do, but I just can't instantly access that. So it's hard for me to come up with my instant gut decision. And then the more I dwell on it to try to figure it out, the more I'm thinking of like every possible answer and all the ups and downs to all of it. And it just kind of drives me internally crazy. So that's a nice inside look on the mind of yours truly. It's just nice to know. So yeah. Enjoy my happy little insight. I hope that gave you some truth. You're probably either watching the story, oh, that's interesting, or maybe you could connect with it, or maybe you're just like, wait, you didn't know that? Like, that was obvious. And yeah, there's a huge chance. Like, I'm surprised I never really took that into account, but it's true. So yeah, in case you ever ask me a question and I don't know how to answer it, that's probably what's going on in my mind. It is Tuesday, and I had drank so much coffee today and yesterday. Not because I'm addicted. Actually, yeah, I probably am. Like, I make coffee and then I get coffee. It's just like this big old mess. Yeah, but the reason is because I am just like super trying to get things done. I know it doesn't seem like I'm that like crazy right now, but the thing is like before Thanksgiving every year I'm always like, oh, I only have so much for the rest of the semester, and I kind of know like everything that I have to get done between now and like early December where everything ends. So basically what I try to do is I take this week basically to get as much of everything done as possible, then I'm good to go. And then I don't know, it's like everything kind of is in this momentum, and then go back for a bit, and then I'm like, oh, it's almost December, and then it's kind of weird because I know I only have a couple weeks and I think I don't have anything to do, and then I come back, I realize, holy crap, I have a lot that I haven't done, and then it's just kind of annoying because at that point I'm over it, I'm just ready for Christmas. So long story short is my goal is to just get everything done in advance so I don't have to worry about it, and luckily this week I have a lot of time to do so, which is so nice. Yeah, a little scared, not gonna lie. I feel like there are just some things that like you can write that you just don't want to write, but then you write it and then you're like, okay, this is cool, I'm glad I wrote it, but I don't want to show anybody, I don't want to make it, I don't want it to become a big thing, and it's just like super awkward because it's so personal. And then it's like, oh well, you know, if you do, it's entertaining, it's cool, people can take a lot away from it. It doesn't have to be like what you think it is, because everyone has a different interpretation of everything. So it's like, oh, okay, like, cool. That's in essence why I'm going through with this. I do have quite a bit still like in the planning stages. I'm narrowing down my idea for my 400, which is good. It is about time. And as you guys know, I have not been able to find Macintosh apples at all anywhere throughout all of LA. Like, they are very, very prominent back home, and I love them, and they're great, and that's what we make homemade apple pies with, and it's a good time, but they just don't exist around here. And it's not really the apple state necessarily, but I can't make an avocado pie, okay? And it's fall time, so I've just missed them a lot, and usually I just like have them when I'm back home or something. But recently, when I went, they were there. I tried it with a coconut oil instead, and I think it turned out better. I haven't had it yet. Honestly, the whole point in me making this wasn't just so that I could make pie, but also I wanted to see if I could do it. I found the apples, so I felt the need, you know? I made a pie, so I'm gonna show you what this pie looks like. So okay, it's not that pretty, I know, like, don't roast me on this. This is sincerely not the prettiest apple pie ever. Like, I couldn't even do like a little side thing, which is sad. And this is the closest thing to a pie dish I think I was able to find. So, because I am classy, bougie, all that good stuff, I don't really know, but I went to the hot tub because it was nice, and yeah, that's what I do. And I feel like I never really that I do that, but there's a really great hot tub. I'm just gonna sit on the floor, like I could actually sit down, but I'm not going to. Anywho, yeah, so it's super peaceful, super great. Again, because of that stuff this weekend, I've been super focused on just skincare and feeling good and trying to be the best that I could be. And honestly, I'm not the best at that, especially in the middle of stress and everything. I ended up making some of that tea. It's been really good. And I lit a candle, as you can see over there. I got my little palm tree lights on. Isn't that just like the most lovely thing ever? I know. I'm probably just going to watch either The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, or I'm gonna watch Vampire Diaries, because you know me at this point. I'm almost at the end of season 3, and I really want to get to season 4 soon. Like, by next week is my ideals. So yay, time to go into my peaceful goals, which is funny because I have literally a to-do list for everything. Yeah. Slippery wood, so you couldn't actually skate on it. Like, you could, but like you couldn't, you know? So that was fun. Yeah, interesting. So anyway, today the apartments in which I happen to live at are offering free photo shoots. So I signed up a while ago, and I just so happened to be in the need of new updated headshots, so this is perfect. So I did have a face. It's kind of simple. Like, you probably, yeah, it's simple. I'm debating if I go with liner or not. My eyelashes are not doing their eyelashy thing today, but yeah, so I'm gonna work on hair. I have about like an hour to get ready now, and I'm already like partially ready. So figuring out what to wear is going to be a little bit interesting for this, because there's like quite a few specifics that go into it, but that's pretty much the only thing I have set for today. I have to return a book at the library that I finished reading this morning, and then probably just edit. Fun, I know, but the air quality smells horrendous. Like, it's so bad because of all the fires out in Malibu, which I can actually see, not from exactly where I am, but like if I just go out anywhere, I can see it, which is really scary. So yeah, probably not going to walk around as much. It's been nice to have a few days to just relax. Honestly, I have not had that much time, and it's funny because last night I ended up finishing season 3 and starting up season 4 of the Vampire Diaries, and I recently finished watching The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, so that was cool. I'm not sure how I feel about the ending. I'm not going to spoil anything, I don't know, I was just a bit upset. So yeah, leave your thoughts and opinions, I'm curious. It is the end of Saturday and the photo shoot went really well. I'm really excited to get back those photos because they turned out so cool, and honestly I'm not like used to the model life necessarily, but it's a lot of fun and it's really cool to just like, you know, just take some cool photos, did some good headshots for acting, and what's really cool is that I can use these to get future work. So that's exciting. I went to the library for a bit afterwards. It was a good time. I realized that I am definitely like at a sweater and I suddenly turn into a librarian every time. It's so funny. But I picked up another book because I just finished reading a book, and then I just picked up a new one and I'm going to read it before I leave, and oh, my light just went out. That was using my phone case. I love this phone case. By the way, this wasn't intentional, but while we're here, I need to charge this. I don't charge it that much. But basically, it is a phone case called Lumi where it just lights up. It lights up on the, well, it's dead now, but on the front and the back. It's not that much heavier than the phone, so it's pretty relatively lightweight, but it's so worth it, and it's a really protective case. I will actually post my code in the description box below because you can get a discount if you get it through me and my code. So yeah, I should probably be promoting that more. That's pretty cool.